All right, next question up says, um, because of my work schedule it includes a lot of travel, sometimes I need to train 3 or 4 days in a row to make it fit. And I found that on busier months, it makes me accumulate a lot of tweaks. Um, when the program is more of a split, then I can do it easily and I even feel a lot stronger. But when it switches to full body, I have a harder time and issues start to show up. It's my second time in 6 months aggravating my SI by pushing through those sessions. Is there a training group that keeps it split all the time? I'm assuming not because I know you like to program full body, but I thought I would ask because I'm having a hard time scheduling for training days of full body work without some consequences. I know there's I know there's more to it. I cram most of my sessions in 60 to 75 minutes, and I lose a bit of technique when I get tired. I'm also not 20 anymore. My back and knees have some mileage on them that show up when I squat 3 days in a row. Um, uh, okay, so let's dig into this question a little bit. First of all, congratulations if you're fitting these sessions into 60 to 75 minutes. That's pretty impressive. So, so good on you, conditioning wise, for being able to just complete that level of work. No, I don't have any training groups currently that um, that are set up to be a split program all the time. And I think, well, I know that part of the reason for that is because it creates a lot of scheduling issues just with the way that guided programming is set up. If you were doing monthly coaching or performance coaching, one of our customized programs, it would be no problem at all to set you up with a flexible template, with something to split program all the time or anything like that. But because of the way scheduling is for guided programming, it almost requires us to have to keep the programs full body for most of the time. Now that's not a problem because, as you mentioned, that's how I would tend to program anyway. I think there's a lot of benefits to the increased frequency. Now, for somebody like you who sometimes has to pack all this training into a short amount of time, here's what I would recommend. If it's beating you up, don't do it. Cut out that lowest priority work and rest. You can use track to help you with this. If you notice that, hey, when my long-term fatigue scores get to such and such a level, then I'm more likely to have some problems. So just cut out that lowest priority work and get that stuff back under control. That's really the bulk of what I would recommend that you do here. You don't want to have these injuries. You don't want to accumulate tweaks. You don't want to aggravate your SI every 6 months. Like, that's not acceptable. So we've got to find a way to work around that. And for right now, I think that's going to be your best way. You get a little bit beat up, then just chop that last 1 or 2 sessions of low priority work and rest. And then you come back the next week, you're a little bit fresher, you're not hurt. So at worst, you didn't lose any ground, which if you get hurt, you're losing ground. So at worst, you're able to maintain your position. You'll come back to it a little bit more recovered, a little bit more adaptable, and you'll be able to thrive in the next week of training. So that's what I would recommend that you do at this point. I don't think sucking it up is an option for you. I don't think that's what you need to do. I think you need to manage these training variables a little bit, and given the position that you're in, given guided programming and the way that we're doing that, it's just going to require a little bit more active management on your part. So let me know if you have any additional questions on that, and also let me know how this pans out for you in the next few weeks.